So, have you ever felt that someone really got you? When you were with them, there was such a deep connection. What was it? That's what I began to explore. And it wasn't anything special. It was just that they or I was listening. Isn't that fascinating? That most of the time, what people want from us or what we want from other people is to just be heard. In today's world, we ask the question, what is real? And this whole idea about real is causing the greatest divide that I've ever felt. And then what you come to understand, what is real for one is not real for the other. Because reality is simply a perspective. And if you understand that reality is a perspective, you understand that everyone has a different perspective. So no one's reality is the same as anyone else's reality, even though you think, oh, we're on the same team. The experience you're having is so much different than anybody else's. There are times when I just want to call someone and say, just sit back and listen to what I've got to say, because I like to process out loud with people. I'm a creator that way. I will be interchanging ideas, and that's how I create. I'm not an individual who creates in silence like a lot of people. I feed off energy, and that energy stimulates thought. Because being that everyone has a different perspective, which means they have a different memory bank in their brain. And their memory bank may be greater than my memory bank. It may have different memories in it that I don't have. And their memories may stimulate me to see things differently. That's why listening is so important. Not only does it really feed the person that you're listening to, you get to absorb different ideas, different things, and you take them into your memory bank. And now you've got a greater pool of wisdom to draw from. Oh, McBride, you took the words right out of my mouth. Collaborative creator. Love the word collaborative. There are other people that create on their own, and that's okay too. Remember, everyone does things differently. I didn't say some people. I said everyone has a unique and different perspective. And when we don't honor that, that's where we get into conflict. That's where the chaos starts to get even worse and worse. And it doesn't have to if we just stopped and listened. I don't know where you can go today to hear a perspective of a situation where the person giving that perspective is just observing without putting in their personal opinion. Do you know of a place? Do you know of a cable show, a news show? Do you know of a television program? Do you know anything that is actually giving you life, feeding you a picture of life from the perspective of the observer? Hell, it's really difficult to do it on your own because you got to know that your view is slanted. But can you look at a situation and can you take out any feelings, any prejudices, any desires? I don't know. Can you? So I'm going to ask this question of you. What's up with you today? I do talking. I bring up a topic and I start a conversation. That's what I want to do is I want to start a conversation with you. So why don't you tell me what's up with you so we can explore that a little bit. Don't be shy. That's what this is about. This is not about me talking. It's about us sharing, us exploring, us expanding our vision of life. Who has been in your life that you feel listens to you the best? Without judgment, without wanting to fix you, without wanting to offer you their opinion, wanting to convince you to come over to the other side. Do you have anyone in your life like that? If you have someone like that, oh my God, there's nothing better. That's a true friend. That's a person you want to go through life with. It's just fascinating that we don't seem to be able to do that. Josh says, sounds too good to be true. Kai says, my best friend. Kai, who's your best friend? Do you know what you should answer? Hopefully it's you. Because if you're not your best friend, then your best friend will only be as good as you. Because your relationship with yourself mirrors back to your relationships with others. Look at Sterling coming out and saying me. Of course. This is where the real work in life is. Seeing yourself objectively, loving yourself, accepting yourself as you are. And then once you've done that, now you can take that out into the marketplace. Now you can go attracting friends. It's a wonderful thing to be able to say that I understand me best. But realize, understanding you the best may be this much of how much understanding you really have. And it could be so, so much greater. As much as as I've done on myself, as much as I understand me, there's so much I don't know about me. So much I don't understand about me. Can you talk about how we can manage our emotions, move from low emotions to higher vibration emotions? Johanna, I love to talk about that because do you know what emotions are? They're simply a built-in feedback system. That's right. That's all they are. They're a feedback system. In other words, your emotions tell you if you're on the path that you want. If you're feeling good, you're on the path. If you're not on the path, you feel bad. The other day, I set my goal that I was going to finish doing my audiobook on Monday. I was going to finish recording my audiobook on Monday. I have 3 chapters more to go. So I'm driving to where I'm going to record, and all of a sudden my low tire light comes on. Very gratefully, there was a discount tire that next exit. So I pulled off, pulled in, and the guy looks at my tire and says, hey, you got a big screw in your tire. And oh, by the way, you need 2 tires on the back. Those are really, really low. So I spent the next hour and a half at Discount Tire getting everything taken care of, which was perfect. But I had to let go of my attachment to getting the book recorded that day because life had changed it. You see, I can't control everything in my life, what happens to me, and neither can you. But I got this emotion as I was sitting in Discount Tire that, oh man, my day is ruined. I can't get my recording done. And then I had to say, whoa, feel that negative emotion? What's it telling you? You're off path. And I believe in being flexible because I think being flexible and open are the keys to peace, the keys to being able to move through life in a more harmonious, going with the current, so to speak. Once I realized that, because I had that emotional feeling, I adjusted my expectation. Then I had a great day. Didn't take me long to pivot, but my emotions were the guide that helped me pivot. And realize too, emotions are habitual responses at times to things that are happening to you. That's real important to understand. Most of our emotions, you could have an emotion that you dated someone years ago, and when they did this, man, shit was going to fly. And you have an emotional response, got to defend myself, got to hide, got to protect myself. Well, that event was 20 years ago. Someone does the same thing, and you have that same emotional response, but their intention was completely different. You misinterpreted it because it was a habitual emotional response. So not only do emotions tell you, are you on path or off path, but they could have been something that you hardwired into your mind, and you're habitually doing that. Most everything we do is habitual. You know that, don't you? That's why I'm always looking at what habit can I break today? Or better yet, is the habit serving me? If it's habit serving me, I'm not going to break that habit. But if the habit is not serving me, got to let it go. That's why it's always good to do new things every day. Make a habit of doing new things every day. Because then you're always aware. You're always aware that you can do new things. You don't have to continually do the old things over again. And when you're doing the old things over again, but you got a habit of doing new things, the old things start to feel stale. And you get an emotional response to the staleness of what you're doing. And when you get the emotional response to the staleness, you say, oh, habit I don't need. Let's change it. So, pretty good conversation this morning, I think. I felt good about it. I hope you did. I've been following your comments on the side, so I don't see anything else that's causing me to want to address. So today I'm going to go finish my book, just so you know I have that intention. Also, let me remind you, today is Wednesday. Did you know it's Wednesday? But Wednesday is Agape Gathering Day. So if you would like to be in a Zoom call like this, where I'm there and you've got 15, 20 other people like you on Zoom, where you get to share, talk, converse, you can join me. It's open to everyone. You just have to go to agapespiritualcenter.com, go to the calendar, and you'll get the Zoom link for either the one at 1:30 Central Time or 7 p.m. Central Time. So with that, and also, by the way, next Monday and Tuesday, I start doing new classes for the next 6-7 weeks. If you're interested in joining me in a class, you're going to enjoy it. So with that, I want you to know I love you because I accept you just like you are. Go be out there. Be you. Can't do anything better. Aloha, everyone.